Hi everyone!
Hello.
We are going to start another video, first with an update. As you can see, our car is back. It needed some love at the mechanic shop, and the damage was 1,845 reais. Ouch. But good thing is it's done, it's fixed. When we want to leave here, everything is good and the car is back. Also, since the weather is better today, it's actually dripping a little bit, but the rain is not like other days and much less clouds. We were able to book an excursion, which is one of the activities that we wanted to do, and we're just waiting for our transport to come and pick us up, and we will hit the road.
Hopefully, it's gonna be nice.
Yes. Let's hope. So, we went through the whole city, and now the first stop is the ferry that our tank basically has to back up and go on the ferry. Most of the vehicles that you use here are this kind of vehicle. They have to be 4x4 because after we're going to go to a place that is just full of sand. And you can only come here with a 4x4. It has to be modified like this. So in the back they put seats so they can fit as many people as possible. I was joking with Mariana that it looks like those cars that they take the sheep and cows to the slaughterhouse, and today we are going to be slaughtered probably. Hopefully not. Also, from this spot they have to lower the tire pressure, because after that we're going to go on the sand. So by lowering the tire pressure, they are basically going to increase the friction between the tire and the sand. So all of these 4x4 cars, before you get to the sand, they lower the tire pressure. Also, that place that we are going, basically because it's a national park, you have to be registered. You can only go with tours. It's kind of like the same concept as Jericoacoara, that you could only go by tour. Here is the same also. It's a protected area and it's a national park. So that's it. Also, the price of the tour was 180 for 2 people. So it's 90 reais per person. And what we are going to do is the tour that will take us to Lagoa Bonita. There are other lakes too, like Lagoa Azul, but right now because of the season, apparently there isn't that much water in the lake, so that tour they're not doing it now.
They're not.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yeah, there isn't that much water. So we're going to do Lagoa Bonita and some other activities also that are included in the tour. And after a very long, basically 20-second trip, no? We just came. Let me see if I can actually show you. We were actually there, and then we just came here. So that was a short ferry ride that we had in order to go to the destination. All right. We were warned that the ride from this point on is gonna get rough. after almost 1 hour, I would say, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
1 hour.
Of very uncomfortable, I would say, ride. I think my back was all readjusted, kind of. We get to this spot. So we are gonna see if all of the ride and everything else was worth it. Oh, amazing. Wait for it. And here we are. From what we saw, you had to actually go up before from the side. Now, recently, they have actually installed the stairs, so it's easier for you to climb and to go up. So, Mariana, ready?
Yes.
Let's see, let's do our cardio. So, we're gonna start our ascent. One thing I noticed right away is the sand. The sand is very, very fine, very, very like soft. So that was first observation. And now we have all of these stairs to go up. So before you get to the top, and if you're like me, you need to catch your breath, you can just turn and admire this beautiful view. And imagine, today is cloudy. If it was sunny, I think it would be even like much more beautiful. And here, we're almost at the end of the stairs, on the top. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is why you come here and why you do this tour. Normally, most of these little holes that you see, they would be full of body of water. But because we're just in the beginning of the raining season, it's still just a few of them. What do I say always, Mariana?
That's why we travel.
This is why we travel. Beautiful. It's one of those places that when you get here, you really have to question yourself. Are you still on Earth or you're somewhere else? It's beautiful. On this side you have the green vegetation, and also behind this hill is where we climbed the stairs. Then you have sand here, which looks like as if you're in a desert, and way further down where we are going there are the pools or the bodies of water, which is incredible, absolutely breathtaking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lagoa Bonita. This is where we wanted to come. Few interesting things about this national park is that the water is actually fresh water. This is all the water from the rain, and underneath also you have underground bodies of water. So this is one thing to mention. Another thing is that we always think the city of Sao Paulo is huge, because in size it is actually really large. But believe it or not, this area is actually bigger than city of Sao Paulo itself. So this could give you an idea just about the size of this park, that they call it Lençóis Maranhenses, which one of the lakes is this one. As I mentioned, the other lake that is called Lagoa Azul, we couldn't unfortunately visit because of the lack of rain. There wasn't enough water, so that one is almost dry, so there is no point in going there. But Lagoa Bonita, this one, as you can see, there is water, and that's why we did the tour. And I'm very happy that we did the tour, right, Mariana?
Yes.
Amazing, definitely worth it, no?
The weather is not like amazing, that it's not sunny, like, but it's perfect. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, my God.
It's so big. My God.
We have 1 hour to stay here before we have to go back with our tour, but I really think 1 hour in this magical place is not enough at all. My God, I could just stay here the whole day.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can swim here too. We even have swimsuits, but it's not sunny and it's a bit windy. I'm afraid going back in the car with the wind and all of that, with wet clothes, it's not very pleasant. But obviously, if you want to take a dip, definitely you can do it. Now we're just gonna walk a little bit further to go around and go around there, because we still have like around an hour before we have to go back with our tour. So we want to go and check out the views from over there. And since we like living dangerously, why go around? Let's go inside the water. Why not?
The temperature of the water, even though it's not like sunny, it's very nice actually. It's not cold at all.
No,
like
it's really pleasant.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
Well, the whole place is pleasant. The whole place is magical.
Beautiful.
My God.
Beautiful. It's massive, like, and the screen and you cannot take it.
I know the camera, the drone, they don't do it justice. Honestly,
No,
like
not at all.
it is so gigantic, so magical that being here, you can feel it. We try to share as much as we can, but it's amazing. The camera, it doesn't do it justice. I have said many times, Brazil never disappoints. At least for tourism. Oh, Mariana. Okay, no comments. No, but come on. It is a beautiful country. My God.
That I can't deny.
Yeah, it is amazing.
But
Like everywhere, and nowhere is perfect.
positive and negative.
For us, for our channel, traveling here, oh my God, it's a blessing.
Actually, it's like, even though I lived outside for a long time, I always wanted to actually get to know the whole country. like even like living outside and you start like missing the country. So actually I'm very happy that I can have the opportunity to be traveling and getting to know Brazil and the places that I just saw on the magazines, on TV, and these kinds of things like when I was growing up.
Yeah, because Brazil also, it's so vast that a lot of even Brazilians don't travel everywhere in the country. They don't see the whole country. Us, I lived in Canada for like 18 years. I didn't visit Western Canada and all the touristic places that you can visit in Canada too. We have a lot of beautiful places. Hopefully at some point we go there too, but right now it's Brazil. And guess what? We just walked to this side and there is another body of water. Beautiful.
Everywhere.
It's endless. We're also lucky because even though it's like the end of the afternoon, it looks like the sky is opening up and there is actually less clouds, at least on this side. On the other side, as you can see, it's very dark. And I think it was just a storm that passed. Hopefully it's not coming our way. But on this side, my God, it's becoming even brighter and brighter.
The way that the pools they form, it's actually the water comes like down from the rain, and then there is a ground under all of this sand. The water like hits the ground under the sand, down, 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 and then it starts coming up because of the accumulation of water coming up, coming up, coming up. And then we have all of these dunes and all of these valleys, and then the water start like showing up where there is all of these valleys. So it's where we see the pool. It's actually the water that it's coming up from the ground up, because there is this depression or this valley between all of these mountains of sand. This is how we have this big water and sand together,
which makes a beautiful combination. All right, unfortunately, it's time to go. We could stay here the whole day, no?
Yes.
Easily. But it's almost 5 o'clock and that's the time that we have to go back to our car. So we have to head back.
And also, if you are sunlight sensitive, it's very, very important to bring sunglasses.
Yeah.
Even if it's not sunny, it's very bright and makes your eyes very tired.
When you arrive on top of that mountain, on top of that hill, way at the end. And you're so excited to come and see everything that you don't even realize that you have walked so much. Now that we are going back, we said, oh my God, we really came from up there? We walked all of this distance? Unfortunately, yes. Now it's to go back.
Yes, now we have to walk all the way back.
Yes. Okay, the wind might be very, very strong, but it's really worth showing you guys this shot. Check this out. On this side, you basically have desert, and then it just changes. Basically, this huge dune is like a separation from the green vegetation down there, and then just sand on this side. The only thing is, when you're standing right at the edge here, you have to be careful not to roll down, because if you fall, you're on your own. That's why they have the stairs over there. I think it's safer, and especially for people that are a little bit older, they might have knee problems, it's much safer over there. Here, you might get distracted by the beauty, and then you can just fall down. But this is amazing. On this side of the mountain, actually, there is much less wind. So when you come here, you can just feel the definition of peace. Incredible. Once you make it down here, there are also these stands that they have coconut water, some sweets, coffee, any kind of booster that you might need if you're tired or you need to just boost your energy. Before we hit the road again, because it's not that easy to talk on the car, the road itself, the ride is rough, but also the road sometimes is very narrow. So, and you see these trees now here, it's wide open, but there are branches that they hit you on the side, so you have to be careful not to have like the camera or yourself, your hands out. And along the way we also saw some houses that apparently belong to the natives that live in this region, because I don't think anybody else is allowed to be here, but the natives are there and they have their animals, they have their houses, and they live there. We got back late last night, and it was dark and we were really tired, so we didn't film last night. We left yesterday around 1:30 p.m. and we got back at 7:30 p.m. So by the time we got back, we hadn't had lunch nor dinner, so we were exhausted. Now today I wanted to mention a couple of things before we end this video. about the excursion and things that are also interesting to know. Mostly it's regarding the transport. The trucks that you saw in the video that come and pick you up, as you saw, there are rows of seats that you can sit in the back. If you want to film and get like the best shots of the road and the whole way to the pools and to the lake, if you sit in the rows in the back, you won't be able to really film that well, because you will have to maneuver between people's shoulders and necks and heads and everything. So the best seat to film is the first row. However, on the other hand, you have to be aware that in the first row you get the best view, but also especially when we were coming back, it was a bit cold, first of all, because the sun went down and the wind was cold. Second, a few times we got splashed on the face by sand, mosquitoes, other insects, because you're going through like some areas that are kind of like swamps, and it's full of insects, so you will get hit on the face a lot. Another thing is the road is very narrow, so it's not very comfortable, and it's not also recommended to film by like, you know, putting your hand outside of the car on the side, because there are a lot of branches from the trees that even when you're sitting inside, it hits you. Like I was sitting on the side, and many times the branches, they hit me on my shoulder. So if you're sitting in the back and you have to film only on the side of the car, it's not very ideal. So this is one thing to pay attention. We didn't swim, as I mentioned, but if you swim, definitely bring another set of like clothes for yourself to change, because even though our clothes were dried, on the way back it was a bit cold. So imagine if you're on the car with wet clothes. That being said, we were extremely happy that finally we could do this excursion. It was one of the main reasons, or the main reason we came here to do this excursion, because we were really hoping that we can do it, and yesterday finally everything worked out. The weather was good and we could go and do it. So that was good, and we were very happy that we could accomplish what we came here for. We really hope you also enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more to come up. See you in the next one.